All right, everybody. We back for round two. Y'all ready? All right, then kick that gangster shit.
Yeah, son. There's mad kids out there getting cream for the 9 fest, bro. Yeah, and I've been doing this for a long time. You know, shoot the game going for fine. Alright. And this is the year when mad cats get real. I'ma spark this line, kick the reel. Bang them out. With all this chaos in the realms of the street, your local street dog has to make ends meet. The average Joe's far too slow for his getting pro. You better know, when I hit the streets, I like to glow, I like to glisten. And at the same time, stay low, listen, motherfuck the thing. I'm pursuing the dope. My stilo is symbolic to a kilo. Cash is popping, coke's cooking, beans copping. Ain't that some shit? A player that used to live in riches, now a sticky kid. Caught up in the ditch. In 94, Giuliani kicked down the door. In 95, niggas flip to stay alive. Peeling caps while I laugh. In the stats, the throw in the hat. Remy in the glass, off the boom, then I blast. They wanna confine me, sneak up from behind me. Bust a cap in my back and put me where they can't find me. They hate to see a young player pay. I don't wanna see that. They rather see it spray. But I'm like Diddy, a Terminator, squeeze the lead off. Using verbs and nouns like rounds to blow your head off. Hitting up spots, heating up blocks. Investing in stocks like Colombian blow crops. I'm out to get cream and ain't no doubt in my mind. Fuck this broke shit, I'm hit, I get down for mine. I get down for mine. I get down for this. I get down for mine. I get down for this. On the regular shit, turn over there. I get down for mine. I get down for this. I get down for mine. I get down for I really wanna be the pro. I ain't some great shit back. Let's play a game of real nigga roulette. With this a DOA as I spray the melee. Contact and punctuation is compared to AKs. You in a day. Overdose for pure funk. I'm fucking off like Tommy Gun. The karma's a boot smoke. Decapitated rappers in my trunk. I'm sick. Pumping skunk bouncing with my click. Popping mega jump. I'm getting back while these clowns be zigzagging. When you talk about putting keys, come on, you're nickel bagging. I'm blasting off wings and making doubters believe it. You see, I was packing heaters when jokers was banging cheerleaders. Ain't nothing changed, it's still the same in the rap game. I'm known for banging rookies out the frame. Y'all done forgot who was the pimp from the start. Sipping vintage wine, eating a la carte. I'm phenomenal from the abdominal bar. Complicated lyrics are sticking the brains like barnacles. Never sleep. I'm bringing the drummer to the street with techniques and rolling in bleach. Ain't nothing sweet about the street, so I'm poetically ill. I'm pure like cook up and lyrics sound like Fitzgerald. I got the banger at your throat and you ain't showing no signs. Can't deaf, let them know I get down for mine. I get down for mine. I get down for this. I get down for mine. I get down for this. On the back up, shake the finger, don't pay. I get down for mine. I get down for this. Get the finger, one of those again. I get down for mine. I get down for this. On the back up, shake the finger, don't pay. I get down for mine. I get down for mine.
Yeah, man. What's up, everybody? Gangsta Talk. We back for round two. Earlier, we was talking about the Ninja Charlies, but you know what? Something else came up. Now you got black pastors coming out caping for the Becky that got smoked. Now, I understand a loss of life is a loss of life, but man, come on now. You know, why do we continuously find a way to involve ourselves in white folks' problems? Negroes can't mind their own business, man. This don't have anything to do with us, and they're poking their nose in it. You got black folks now, well, mainly pastors. Black pastors. I didn't see no black women doing this. I saw a couple of black, well, not I saw one black pastor I know of, is really going hard for this Becky. That Becky was there to cause chaos. Now I'm not saying she deserved to die. Don't get me wrong. I'm not. This is not a hate thing on her, but she was there to help overthrow the Capitol. So what are they supposed to do? Not defend themselves when someone come busting in there talking about they're going to take the place over? Okay, I don't understand that. Understand what she was there for, what she was doing, what her intent was. Again, this is not a hate thing on her. But let's be realistic about what went down. You're talking about savages who bum rushed the Capitol, hell bent on destruction. I'm trying to figure out, what do black people have to do with that? Why are some black people inserting themselves in that conflict and picking out Becky's and Brad's that they want to defend? Talking about they understand it, it's patriotic. People, they shouldn't have lost their life. Well, what exactly did you think was going to happen when you storm a place that has Secret Service, all other kinds of security? God knows what else is over there. What you thought was going to happen? That they was going to sit down and have a cup of tea and discuss things over a bowl of Cheerios? Well, what did you think was going to happen? You didn't think it was going to be bloodshed? Usually when you go into somebody's place uninvited in a violent manner, usually bloodshed ensues. So I'm not sure what are we tooting our what's with all of this praise about what these people were doing? I don't get it. And then the black dudes, man, you guys keep falling further and further back. The fact that a black man is defending this woman is ridiculous. And trying to convince us that she was there in some kind of heroic fashion. Again, she was one of the people that stormed the Capitol and rolled up in one of them offices on some G.I. Joe shit. And it was what it was. Again, this is not a hate thing towards her. I'm just being realistic about what happened. I don't know what's so heroic about that. I don't get it. I'm not sure why a black man is sticking his nose somewhere where it doesn't belong. We don't have anything to do with it. This has nothing to do with us. This is white folks against white folks. What it is, don't went completely crazy. And his followers done lost their minds right along with him. And they have a situation that we don't have nothing to do with. So why are we just going to stick our nose where it don't belong? Some black folks just can't leave white folks alone. I mean, you love them so much, you just can't stop. Some of you probably feel like you should have been there. I'm seriously, some of you probably, the way dude was talking, he was talking like he should have been. Like, man, I would have saved this Becky. I would have jumped in front of that bullet had I been there. That's the impression I got. That he should have been there and he would have jumped in front of that bullet to save that Becky. Even though that Becky was hell-bent on destruction. And damn sure wasn't there in a non-racist capacity. She was supporting Trump. Hello. Duh. I don't know why somebody black would have been there to save her when she was actually supporting a racist. She pretty much had a racist ideology herself. That's why she jumped in and joined in on this band of nutcases, this horde of psychos. This is what kills me, right? Like you got black folks, a black man defending this woman, but do you understand why she was there? She wasn't on your side. She was actually against you. She was on the side of the racist. She wanted to help make America great again. She wanted to take it back to the days of Jim Crow and when life was good for white folks, when they beat the hell out of black people with impunity and hung them up by trees and took pictures. She was there in that kind of capacity, and you're defending her? Hey, man, some of you guys, man, I don't get it. I don't get it, man. Just when I think I understand some of you Sambos, you do something that just blow my mind. I don't even know what's going on right now, man. Why would you defend that? Okay, so they're saying it's a veteran thing. Look, man. Even in the military, there's racism. I hope you're not acting like there's no racism in the military. The military has a lot of racism. I experienced that myself. As a matter of fact, it's pretty bad in the military with the racism. You can't really fight back in the military because they got the UCMJ. They can pretty much do whatever they want to you. At least here in America, you can do some things. Over there, you got to follow the chain of command. And your superior officer, can really hang you out to dry. And they won't challenge him because he's your superior officer. At least that's what it was when I was there. I don't know what it is now. I don't know what the new Navy is like. I'm from the old school Navy. I come out of the days of the Midway, the Bunker Hill, and Kitty Hawk, and all of that. I don't know what's going on in this new Navy. Maybe things have changed. Maybe things have changed in the new military period. Apparently, the racism isn't gone because that woman who was ex-Air Force was definitely there in a racist capacity. So I'm not sure who are you defending. Not sure why are you defending. Why it's got to be a black dude, man? Why does it have to be a black dude? Why it's got to be a black man? Can it be somebody else for once? Can it not be somebody black? Can it not be a black man that's defending the Becky that he has no business defending? Now, granted, you can do whatever you want. Certainly, I'm not here to tell people what they can and cannot do. But, it's not a good look, man. It's not a good look. That Becky was there in a really, really bad capacity. Went up there to catch some wreck on some racist stuff, man. You sitting over here talking about well, she didn't deserve what she got and she's a hero. I don't know about all that. I don't know about all that. Storming the Capitol doesn't make you a hero. If you storm the Capitol, I think that your intentions are clear. I honestly think the way some of you brothers are talking, that you wish you were there. Right? You wish you was there all up in all up in white folks' business. Some of you wish you were in that Capitol, right along with them white folks. I can hear the way some of y'all talking. You wish you were there. You wish you was there with your comrades. The people you serve, in the Sambo capacity, right? Black tongue bootlickers. So What else we got here? Only in this country where a white man can incite something like that and don't get locked up. You know, that kind of reminds me of, it reminds me of an old racist joke that I heard on a movie. I think it was Mississippi Burning. Something about a baseball game. Something about that's the only time a black man can wave a bat at a white man and not cause a riot. I kind of liken that to what Trump did. White man comes and waves a baseball bat at everybody and causes a riot, and then nothing happens. Nothing happens. I don't even know. I mean, did they even arrest anybody yet? I haven't been keeping up with it. I've been very busy, but I haven't heard of an arrest. At least not yet. Now, I'm not saying some won't come down the pike later. I mean, they got clear evidence of who was in that building. They got videos everywhere, so it's not like they can't lock anybody up. But I think they're still trying to humanize them, you know, calling them extreme protesters. What's an extreme protester? Somebody that protests really loud? Because if you tearing up shit, that's not protesting. That's an act of terror. I mean, you start tearing up people's property and burning shit up, and that's an act of terror. That's not protesting anymore. I guess that would fall under domestic terrorism, right? So my thing is, what happens now? I saw something about Mark Zuckerberg saying that he was going to extend Trump's suspension a little longer. Somebody tell me what the hell that's supposed to do. So this man incites this stuff. People get killed. They storm the Capitol. And you're going to suspend his Twitter account and his Facebook account? That's it? And I don't hear anybody talking about he should go to jail. Imagine if Obama, now again, I'm not an Obama fan, but he was called black, so let's just pretend that he's black. What if he would have done that? Can you imagine what would have happened if Obama did something like that? Hell, it would if Obama did something like that the first year he was in office, that would have been the last time he'd been in office. That 1 year, he would have never made it out of that 1 year without going to jail. Imagine. So you got some crazed white man who's out of his mind because he lost the election. Whether they fix the election is irrelevant. You know, it's all garbage anyway. According to the law, they won fair and square. I don't want neither one of them in office. I don't want none of them in office, but we don't have any other choices. Don't want Trump in office, don't want Biden or Kamala. I don't want none of them in office. None of them. I don't know, put somebody go dig up Gandhi and put him in office. Put a mannequin in office. He might do better with a mannequin. At least we won't have to worry about the mannequin keeping his mouth shut. You know? Put Homie the Clown up there. I mean, hell, you done had Trump, you might as well try it. Put Bert Ernie up there from Sesame Street. Let them run for president. Okay? Why not? You had Trump. What do you have to lose now? Get one of these punch drunk fighters like Pernell Whitaker. I mean, he would need an interpreter because I don't know if he can speak anymore because he's punch drunk. Why not? Let's get Zab Judah up to let him rough off. Let's get psyched out. Hey, I got it. Kanye West. Why not? Yeah, Trump. Hell yeah, Trump, man. Yo, the die is cast now. You had a clown like that as a president, man. It's time to try everybody now. Everybody's in play now. Barney, Shrek, Godzilla. Everybody's in play now. Why not? Can't do any worse than what Trump did. I mean, you've already showed what you thought of the presidency by electing that clown. And look what it's gotten you. Look what it has gotten you. And now you got two monsters in there coming in there right now. These people are monsters. I have no idea. The Democrats are monsters. Black folks thought you think you did something. You have no idea. You may have just sealed your own fate. But these people coming in are absolute monsters. They way worse than Trump. You'll see. When you turn around and look around one day, you're gonna wake up talking about you getting ready to go out on a date or you getting ready to go to the club, and all of a sudden your rights are gone. Gonna wake up one morning to go hug your child just to find out that your child don't belong to you anymore. And you are powerless. Oh yeah, these people are gonna strip you. They're gonna strip. They're gonna stick you up for everything you ever had, every right you ever had. And my thing is, Jeb Bush, right? Remember back when Trump was getting elected and he was, making a fool out of himself, or so we thought he was, right? Doing those primaries or whatever. Kind of remind you of Master P being on Dancing with the Stars. Remember Master P was on Dancing with the Stars with them big Herman boots? Trying to do real like precise dances and shit. Like the Passe Doble. Can you imagine this big 6'9", 6 with these big fire hydrant boots doing the Passe Doble? That's kind of what Trump was in the primary. He was Master P with the big hitchhiker boots, doing the Passe Doble. These big motorcycle boots. And we thought he was making a fool out of himself. Remember, everybody was making their little Trump jokes. Oh, he's an idiot. Wow. Look what happened. That idiot became president. I bet we won't be doing that anymore, huh? I guess the next fool that shows up in the primaries, we're going to take him seriously, huh? And so he comes, he gets elected, don't know anything about the Constitution, probably never read it, don't know what the hell's in it. Putting flight restrictions on the wrong Muslim countries. Now, I tell you what, I did agree with Trump on his stance on immigration. I do believe immigration is a problem in this country. And immigration It's hurting black people because they are all in our neighborhoods, taking up the businesses, the jobs. They don't be in white neighborhoods doing that. They're only in our neighborhoods. They're taking all the factory jobs away from black folks. Black folks can't get just a basic job anymore. And then some of them are so savage, they come to the black areas and just take it over, start killing black people. Look what happened to Compton. Compton is what, Mexican now? All Latino. Used to be black folks who live in Compton. I think, how many you got left? 2 or 3? And I think Larry Elder is one of them. I remember I delivered out in Compton 2 years back. Everybody was Latino. Everybody in the whole building, that big distribution center I delivered to, was nothing but Latino. I didn't even see anybody black. They were all Latino. They were everywhere. So I did agree with Trump on his immigration, you know? And I don't think that people should have went down. I don't think black people should have jumped in this business at that border. I don't. I think black folks should have mind their own business. But of course, we can't do that, right? We got to just somehow stick our nose in white folks' business. And we want to go down there and shine and save the little white kid or save this. Listen, that ain't none of our business. You want to go down there and help the people come in and take jobs away from you, take opportunities away from you. They don't belong here. Not being racist and everything, but this is our country. We live here. We were born here. If anybody that deserves a shot at the opportunities, it's us. I want to share that opportunities with people who are coming from El Salvador and all these other countries, you know, spilling in over here, talking about, oh, we just coming to make a living. We just want to work hard. Yeah, but where you making that living at? You making that living in my neighborhood. Now, I can't get a job because you done came down there. I'm trying to work for $7.50 an hour. You coming down there working for $4 an hour. And some of them are used to working for nothing in their country. Hell, they'll work for $1.50 an hour. For some of them, that's better than what they had in their country. I remember one time I was overseas, and I can't remember. I was in the Philippines. I believe I was in the Philippines. And I remember I saw some Filipinos doing some really hard work. You know, they was laying down asphalt. When I found out how much they got paid, I almost fell out. They was getting something like $30 a month. So $1 an hour to somebody like that. So he come over here and get a job he making $30 a month. He come over here and get $1.50 an hour. Are you serious? Make your money. And so that's what you up against, you know, the competition that you're up against. And it's hard, right, to compete with that when these people are coming from places where it's so impoverished. $1.50 an hour. It's like hitting it big for them. And so Trump was trying to stop him. Now, again, I ain't trying to defend him or anything like that, but I wasn't really against his immigration policies. He wanted them out of here. I did too. I still want them out of here. If you had any sense, you'd want them out of here too. Who tried to keep him here? Now, listen, I'm not a Democrat or Republican. I'm just telling you what it is. Who's trying to keep them here? Democrats. The Democrats don't want to give you nothing. Neither the Republicans don't want to give you nothing either. But the Democrats really don't want to give you anything. They want to make sure you don't have the ability to earn anything, have anything. They just want to keep you as consumers, permanent consumers. That's what the Democratic Party is interested in when it comes down to black people. Permanent consumers. They're not interested in you advancing or any of that. Only that you are a benefit to them as a consumer. That's it. They'll take somebody from, one of these backward countries, third world countries, who's making $20 a month, and sometimes they don't even get paid. You working hard, man. Doing all of that and all that heat, and the foreman talking about, "Oh, I don't have your money this month. I'll have it next month." So yeah, you got to work another 30 days before you get paid, or you lose your job. What they gonna do? They poor. They got to find some way to feed their family. So what? They do it. They work. Again, a person like that comes over here making $1.75, $1.50. It's hard. You can't compete with that. Somebody making $20 every 30 days. This is $1.50, $1.50 an hour, and then they got all of the overtime they want at $1.50 an hour. That's huge money to them. You can't compete with that. That's unfair. That's an unfair advantage. Our kids can't compete with that. Our young people can't compete with that. It's going to make the unemployment for black people go up because there'll be no jobs available. There'll be no more factory jobs. You used to be able to get these jobs in the community, unloading trucks. Fast food restaurant jobs were plenty. Factory jobs were plenty. Not anymore. Like I was saying earlier, these fast food joints, man, the senior citizens done took those over. Man, you go to McDonald's and all these stuff, man, you see people 90 years old up in there, focused. Serious as I don't know what. Focused about getting your order. Working hard. And you see, and now you see very little young people. Very, very, very little young people working. Now, Virginia, where I live, you still got a good young workforce out here. I see a lot of young people with jobs out here. But when you go elsewhere in the country, you don't see that. You see a lot of these, especially these fast food restaurants, you see a lot of seniors. A lot of seniors in them fast food restaurants working. Whether it be Burger King, Kentucky Fried Chicken, McDonald's, especially McDonald's. I went in one McDonald's and I thought there was nobody in there under 100 years old. And let me tell you something. These old people, they aren't playing any games. They're dead serious about their job. Okay, so our younger generation can't compete with that. You can't compete with the old people who are retired and can't go without a job because they bring experience and knowledge and professionalism that our young kids just don't have right away. And then you can't compete with these starving immigrants who are coming from these countries where they barely making $20 and $30 a month. And they working twice as hard at any job over here. Our kids can't compete with that. Trump knew that. I'm not saying that's the only reason why. So before somebody's been talking about, oh, Max, you know what you're talking about. No, I didn't say that's the only reason why. But our kids can't compete with that. How do you compete with something like that? So now our kids, our younger generation, they can't get jobs. They can't work their way through school. I remember when when I was in college, I tried to work and go to school. I have a lot of respect for people who do that. That is not easy. That is not easy. I flunked out of college in my second year because I couldn't work and go to school at the same time because I couldn't stay awake. That is no joke. And I was working a graveyard shift and I was going to class in the morning right after work. Man, it was whoa. And I couldn't change the situation at the time. I'm telling you, it's rough. I have a lot of respect for people who work and go to school at the same time. That is not easy to do. I've already gone. I already been there and did that. That was tough. And eventually, I had to give up school because I needed to work at the time. I had bills. I had things I had to do, so I had to choose work. So I had to put school on hold. Well, I was flunking out anyway because I was asleep half the time. That kind of had something to do with it. But anyway, so our kids don't have a chance. In many cases, they can't compete with that. They can't compete with that kind of poverty and that energy level when it comes down to work because you're talking about them being like superpowered, supercharged when they start making money by the hour because you're talking about people who coming from a situation the way they worked really, really hard for like $20, $30 a month, if that, and didn't always get paid. I was talking to Abby, one of our E Nation ladies, and she was telling me about how it goes in Ghana and Africa. They don't always get paid. So you working your butt off and you only making $20, and then they got the nerve to talk about, well, I'll give you your pay next month. What? So it's hard. And so when you got somebody coming from that, our kids don't stand a chance against that. Even the middle age workforce, like the 20s or whatever, they don't stand a chance against anything like that. You're not going to compete with that because you don't come from that. You're not used to, those kind of grueling sets of circumstances. To where you're laying hot ass asphalt, it's 105 out, and now it done went up 30 degrees because you're laying this hot ass asphalt for 30 days and you're only getting paid $20. You ain't built like that. These people are built like that. So they come over here get their little 225. Shit, what? Can't compete. And that's why a lot of us get overlooked for jobs because they rather hire these foreigners because these foreigners are cheap. And you think that they working for nothing, but shit, they work. To them, that money is big. And a lot of them send that money back home and it gets converted into their money, to where it's even more. Oh man, a lot of them come over here and send their money home and they get, and they're paid. So in that aspect, I thought Trump had it right. Now we can argue about, well, you can talk about how he went about it. I did have a problem with the dreamers, the anchors, and all this other stuff. I had a problem with all of that. If you like if your parents are here illegally, how the hell do you get how the hell do you get citizenship? You came here illegally. You shouldn't be rewarded with citizenship. See, some of the stuff he talked about actually made some damn sense. But people were so caught up on the fact that he's a racist, nobody was listening. Nobody gave a fuck. Like, how the fuck do you come over here illegally and get rewarded with citizenship? So if someone goes and robs a damn bank and doesn't get caught and then come back and tell you, look, I stole all the money, you gonna let them keep it? Oh, don't worry about it. We're not going to throw you in jail. You can't keep the money since you was clever enough to get away and we couldn't catch you. And you were so kind to, come up to us and break the mystery because we didn't know who you were. Thank you very much, Mr. Bank Robber. Now that we know who you were, we really appreciate your kindness. So, as a reward, we're going to give you all of the money you stole. I mean, what does that sound like? How the hell do you give somebody, you reward someone with citizenship who comes into this country illegally and then they have a baby and now the baby is a citizen? I mean, the system is fucked up. The system is fucked up. And your boy Jeb Bush, right? Oh my goodness, man. If he would have gotten an office, you think it's bad now with the immigrants? That boy was up there speaking that Spanish. You knew what he was about. That's the first time I actually seen the president pander to a race of people. Well, not a president, a presidential candidate. Pander to a race of people. I mean, he didn't get up there and talk Ebonics. He didn't get up there and sound like he related to black people. I mean, he didn't get up there and talk about hot sauce and chicken wings and turkey legs and shit. Fried chicken. No for sizzle, my nizzle. None of that. But man, he got up there and threw that Spanish out there, boy. Talking about pandering? He had them Latinos going crazy. That's the first time I've seen a presidential candidate do that to a race of people. So basically, he's showing you some upfront bias. He's showing black people, look, I ain't got shit to do with you. I'm not doing piss with you. I'm here for the Latinos. Black people, I'm not doing piss with you. I'm here for the Latinos. I mean, if you don't believe me, go back and look at that famous presidential, whatever you call it, and look at the part with Jeb Bush. And they're pandering to Latinos. I've never seen a presidential candidate do that. He had no shame in his game, boy. He speak fluent Spanish. Man, he was about to get it. Wow, he was about to get it popping. If he would have became president. Funny how a lot of Latinos didn't vote for him, though. Believe it or not, a lot of Latinos voted for Trump. I wonder how many of them was Puerto Rican. I talked about the Puerto Rican thing earlier, right? How that island got hit with a bad storm and all their power got knocked out. How the hell you have one generator on the whole island? Or one power source on the entire island? You don't have no backup source. You don't have none of that. You just got one. How the hell you do that? I mean, come on, man. All these years, nobody thought to have a second power source or a backup power source or nothing like that. I mean, I don't know if they got a second power source or not. And then your man shows up with the paper towels. Remember? All these are beautiful paper towels. They're not just regular paper towels. They're beautiful paper towels. So he showed up with the beautiful paper towels. At that point, I guess he seemed to be saying, okay, it's wet around here. Wipe this shit up. You know, it's kind of funny because I wanted to hear what Puerto Ricans had to say about that, right? Now, some was kind of, insulting, which they should have been. But there was some that was really with it. They was trying to find uses for the towel papers. Oh, I can get it to my little Manolo. He loved to play with paper towels all day long. He just liked to roll and roll and roll. Now he has so many paper towels he can roll into his heart content. Oh, my little Manolo. He loves paper towels. I mean, the kind of nuts you got to have after a country just went through some shit like that to show up with a shitload of paper towels. I mean, I know I said this earlier, but think about that for a second. I mean, I can't. How do you? Wow. Now, I wonder if anybody's surprised about what happened over the last, going on a week now? Because we almost at the end of the week. Anybody surprised at what they seen? I'm not. And not because I thought I knew it all, right? I thought Trump was crazy from the beginning. I'm not shocked at any of this. I mean, he was like, listen, if you watch Trump's campaigns when he was campaigning, Trump was saying at his campaigns, right? He was telling people to beat people up, throw people out. So he had already been doing this. This isn't anything new. It's just that, I mean, well, it's an act of treachery, but no, I'm not shocked, man, because I thought that he would be crazy. And he definitely wouldn't be a person to run this country. Now, looking ahead, right, we have a situation where they have to, now. I'm waiting to see what happens with the police. What are they going to do about the police that pretty much got out of the way and let this go down? Okay, what will their fate be? And I mentioned New York's top cop was crying a couple of years ago, talking about the police are running to danger. In this particular situation, they running from danger. I wonder if he was shedding a tear. But not to be redundant, Now, where do we go from here? Well, black people need to start getting firearms and learning how to shoot them. It's about time you get serious about your protection. Because it seems right now that white folks have gone crazy and are occupied with beating the hell out of each other, even smoking each other. But eventually their attention is going to come back to us. And so we are going to have to be ready for that. People, it's getting to the point where there's no way out. You are going to have to defend yourself at some point. I don't think there's a way around it. I don't think there's a way out. Certainly, you're not talking your way out of this. You're not praying your way out of this. You're not marching your way out of this. At some point, we are going to have to fight back and defend ourselves. I believe that's what it's going to come down to. They're going to force our hand. And you need to start getting prepared now. Start getting you some weapons. Get your carrying permits, your weapons permits. Start learning how to use these weapons. You know, these crazy fools are buying up bullets everywhere. Go get in that bullet game. Start learning your weapons. Start taking martial arts, doing something to get ready to defend yourself. Because at some point, this is going to come on us, and we're going to have to make a stand, or lay down. And this ain't the kind of lay down where you lay down and take a nap and you get back up. Nah, this is what you call a dirt nap. So at some point, you're going to have to defend yourself. Because if they can easily say that and do that to the Capitol, what do you think they can do to an urban neighborhood or a black neighborhood? They can send a bunch of psychos in there, right, and tell them to tear up your neighborhood. Now, that probably won't go down that way because black folks are going to fight back because they don't have no choice. They got to defend their homes and their children. But the fact that it gets to that point, and the fact that it looks like it's heading to that point, is the issue. So at what point are you going to take it seriously and start worrying about your own protection, being able to defend yourself? Because again, there was no talking your way out of this. Nobody's talking. You see them people talking when they stormed that Capitol? But nobody talking. I mean, they was in there, screaming and carrying on, but nobody talking. They're already showing you that they are willing to invade your space. What are you doing? What are you willing to do to protect it? It's time to start thinking about self-defense. Well, we should always be thinking about self-defense, but it's really time to start thinking about self-defense. There's no cooning your way out of this. They don't care about coons. They don't care about no sandballs. I wish you coons and sandballs would take it easy. They don't care. They don't think your buck dancing is cute anymore. They don't care. You can stop buck dancing. It no longer works. They don't care. So you cooning and you buck dancing for nothing. And at the end of the day, they still gonna put their foot in your ass, whether you cooning or sandballing or not. It don't matter. So at some point, again, you need to start thinking about self-defense. And brothers, start protecting the women in your life. Start holding them closer. Start keeping them with you. Don't leave them home alone. Go, if you got somewhere to go, see if you can take them with you. Start protecting the women in your life. Whether it be your mother, your sisters, your aunties, your daughters. Start protecting them. Yeah, Melanie the Misfit, I agree with you. Well, they won't just come to any hood. They'll pick a hood out to where they think a bunch of sissy bims and MGTOWs, fake MGTOWs, because they know they're cowards. They're not going to go in any real hard, neighborhood where they got some real hard dudes. They're not going to do that. I agree 100%, Mr. Kendall. Trump wants to end the bullshit. But Trump's a tyrant, though. Trump wants absolute power. He don't want this Congress shit. Yeah, he been shitting on Congress since he got in office. And again, if y'all still waiting for Trump to do something politickish, you keep on waiting. He's not a politician. You know, he's a businessman. He's never been a career politician. Doesn't know how to do that. He just shoot. He pretty much was learning on the job to be a president. I mean, they could have easily took one of you guys from the chat room and made you one of y'all president. If they was going to do that, feed them on the job training, they could do that to any one of y'all. So I look at it this way, you know, at some point you are going to have to defend yourself. They're going to force your hand. Unless something drastically change, like somehow this stuff dies down and they really put some reform into the police and they start arresting these Proud Boys, stuff like that. If something happens, then maybe we can talk about something else. But if nothing like that happens, I'm telling you, it's going to get worse. And it's going to get to the point where you are going to have to defend yourself. Because they're not talking. Ain't nobody talking. So with that being said, Dame, are you there? I think my co-host may be catching some Z.
Hey,
How you doing? How you holding up?
I'm drifting, but I'm here. Mm-hmm.
Okay. And so, yeah, Dame, I was just saying, you know, there's no way out of this one except to fight.
Mm-hmm.
You know,
Yeah.
we're not going to be on too much longer, y'all. We was just doing a quick round two to we only thought we was going to be on like a little hour and some change, but it's about it because we both tired and we got to get up, you know, and work. But yeah, you know, you won't talk your way out of this. You're not going to coon your way out. You're not going to sambo your way out. You are going to have to put up your dukes to get out of this. That's the only way you're going to get out of this.
Mm-hmm.
And that's if you survive, you know, because you got to understand, they've been training for years. Black people been going out on dates, appearing on talk shows, making rap music, you know. While black folks doing all of that, these people are going to gun ranges, learning how to shoot guns, buying crazy guns, buying ammunition. I mean, they had reality shows where they showed you what these militias are doing. They got compounds. They own military bases. Some of them own military bases the way they train their own militia on. Okay? Black folks ain't got nothing like that going on. You know, black folks is at the fish fry. You know?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Well, Misfit, one thing they also have to be realistic about, they losing a lot of numbers. I mean, COVID is getting after them, right? Plus, they're engaged in a civil war with each other. That's taking its toll. And then on top of that, a lot of their Beckys, for some reason, are coming up barren and can't have children. So we may be seeing, don't quote me on this and don't hold me to this, but we may be seeing the end of a race that has plagued this world for a very long time. Because they can't keep saying that they have all of these large numbers when you look at the numbers and the rate that they're dying. I mean, me and Dane was looking up something, about a week or so ago, 2 weeks ago, Dame,
Mm-hmm.
about how many people are dying from COVID.
Oh yeah. Mm-hmm.
And when it came down to black people, it was only like what? It was less than what?
It
Um,
was about 17%.
17%. But when
Mm-hmm.
it came to white folks, it was 59%, almost 60%.
Mm-hmm.
But they're trying to say that more black people are dying from COVID than white folks. Well, the numbers don't bear that out. I mean, they dying at a 60% clip. That's a lot. And then, like I said, when you couple that with a lot of Becky's not having children,
Mm-hmm.
and then they in this crazy civil war, I mean, they're going to lose a lot of numbers. They're going to suffer some heavy casualties. And what black folks need to be doing is getting themselves together, learning how to protect themselves, get armed up, go to the gun range, start getting familiar with firearms and learning how to shoot, and learning how to react in high pressure situations when you have a weapon. You know, it's one thing to have a gun; it's another to be able to use it fearlessly in a life and death situation. I was watching something, believe it or not, y'all. I've seen some brutal murders in my time, but one of the most brutal murders I've seen of a black man. Now, I didn't say the most. One of the most brutal murders I've seen of a black man was handed to him by another black man. It was two black police officers. They pulled over a car with some black dudes in it. And the dude on the passenger side kept, I don't know what if he had drugs on him or what, he didn't want to go back to jail, but he kept moving around. But that one cop on his side, which I thought was out of line, he was talking about if you move, you're going to end up dead, you're going to be dead. I didn't think that was professional. So it shows you that he had intent on his mind to kill. And as he walked away, the dude tried to get out of the car and stand up. Now, the guy was only getting out of the car and standing up. He didn't have anything on him. And the cop freaked out, turned around and lit him up. I mean, he black. He trying to get out of the car because he don't want to get caught. Because they probably had some bricks in there or whatever. And he didn't want to be a part of that. So he got out of the car and just stood up and got lit up. I mean, dude just opened up fire. Bow, 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 bow. I mean, just lit him up. So we have to be mindful of what's going on and put all this into perspective. Now I'm done with my rant. We're gonna open it up. If anybody want to come up for a few minutes because we're not gonna stay on much longer. You know, we just want to do a quick round too. Then go ahead and say something before we get out of here.
Uh-huh. Okay. Okay. Beautiful. Yeah.
I'm looking at the comments. The country will put over $1 trillion into this economy every 12 months. Yeah, they don't have anything to show for it because they've been taught to be consumers, Kendall. That's the mentality that we're trying to break. We're trying to break the consumer mentality, but we also have to understand that black folks need to be trained in how to run businesses. Because I've been around some black folks, man, and they got businesses, but the businesses aren't doing very well because they have like a hustler's mentality with their business. a street hustle mentality, and it just don't work right. You know what I'm saying? And then you're not treating your employees a certain way because you're talking to them a certain way, like you on the street. You know, it's just like it's a hustler's type mentality, and it doesn't bode well. You know, I'm not saying that we should give up on our black business. It's not by a long shot. I always say if you can um, help a black business improve, then do that. The black businesses I saw what they were lacking, I tried to help them improve. I didn't want to tear them down or do anything like that. I tried to help them improve. So I want the black businesses to stay around for a long time. Tired of going to foreign stores, white stores, you know? Dame? Dame?
Yeah.
How you doing?
Uh, well, as you can see, I kind of drifted off.
Yeah, I see.
Yeah, I thought I was talking to you. Mm. Okay. How to? It seems a lot of don't know how to be professional. We don't open in a timely manner. We don't honor our prices. Okay, black officers are different from white ones. They forgot what they were there for. They were to protect the black community from racist white cops. That's initially, I remember my deacons talking about that. They approached certain ones within the congregation who had like military experience, especially those who used to dealing with the racism in the military, because they understand from being in a war. Not only did you have to worry about the enemy in front of you, you had to worry about the enemy in back of you. That's why they didn't mind having all black troops and being away from white people. You weren't, unless you have some value to you, they see, or they can use you some kind of way. They just as easily shoot you. So, so they got the police officer had to go in there knowing that he was there to protect his black community from the white cops, and he was to stand the line, and that he could just as easily be killed right there, just as easily he could have been killed in the war. Uh, so so they didn't approach anybody to become a cop. At least that was in my area, and what they grew up with, especially since they grew up with possibility of being lynched or jumped upon or taken advantage of. Hmm.
Exactly, melanated misfit. You know, they don't know how to be professional. They have a street hustlers. I worked for two black guys in my whole trucking career, right? And they both was the same guy. The problem was, right, the first guy, he had his own truck. He was an owner operator. But
Hmm.
the equipment was absolutely terrible. The truck was a piece of junk.
Hmm.
And he just had this hustler's mentality of scarcely making it by. And
Hmm.
he ended up losing more money than he made because the truck was such a terrible truck. It kept breaking down, kept having major breakdowns. And then one day I told him, I said, look, man, I can't drive this truck for you no more. This was early in my career. I said, this truck is dangerous. And he put somebody else in it, and dude drove down the street, and the drivetrain fell out on the ground.
Mm.
Fell out right there on the highway. And instead of him at that point junking the truck, he had it towed and paid all that money. Let me tell you something. A wrecker is expensive.
Hmm.
Some records charge you $600 for having the nerve to even call them up. That's just for openers. God forbid they have to actually come out and do something. I've seen record bills that was in the upwards of $20,000. So he had a record come, pick that piece of junk up, pick up the drive shaft for that, and then he paid more money to have somebody put the drive shaft back in. And then the engine blew up on him later on to the point where it was unfixable, and they couldn't rebuild it.
Mm-hmm.
So he had to end up junking the truck anyway.
Mm-hmm.
This hustler's mentality, dude. Just get you a halfway decent truck. Get you a decent truck. Spend the $30,000. He paid way more money than he would have paid for a truck that was around $30,000. He went and got a truck off the auction for $5,000. It had like a gazillion miles on it. He didn't give it. It only cost him $5,000. Well, it ended up costing him way more than that. Because he did nothing but lose money, and then he didn't know how to run loads. The companies that he was running loads for, they was jacking him. They was paying him one way. See, as an owner-operator, you get paid for everything. If they pay you one way, that's one trip completed. If they want you to come back with something, they got to pay you again to come back. He was going up there. He was sending his truck up there one way and then coming back for free. Picking the load up and bringing it back. They'd be like, well, you got to come back any old way, so we just want you to bring this load back for us. He was doing it for free. And I couldn't work with him no more. I'm like, man, look, you obviously don't know what you're doing, bro.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, they jacking you, man. They got you. They paying you one way, having you pick up a load to bring it all the way back for free. You should be getting paid for that too. That's two separate moves. No, it's on the same move, man. Nobody works like that, I mean, and then the other dude was a loudmouth, thought he was bigger than what he really was, and was so into showing time rather than running his business. Again, a terrible truck. Mm-hmm. Truck had all kinds of problems. Fenders falling off, steps were broken. Somebody had rotated the tank so you couldn't actually put fuel in it because the cap was so way in the back. There's no way you could stick a fuel pump in there.
Mm-hmm. What the hell?
So he had to pay to get the tank rotated again so you can put fuel in it. And he was just into just doing the bare minimums to the truck.
Mm-hmm.
The bare minimums. And he ended up losing money until he ended up bypassing the truck. Come to find out that you can't have a bypass truck in California. Bypassing means that you bypass the regen system, which is what they use the diesel exhaust fluid for.
Mm-hmm.
And so, yeah, we done got into a little bit of trucking, y'all. I'm sorry about that. Anybody who want to go in the truck and holler at me, man, I'll tell you how to do it right, man. Don't do this street shit and go to an auction and get some dumpy truck for $5,000. You just wasted $5,000 and you're about to waste more money. Don't ever get no truck from no auction. And when you go to these truck auctions, I guarantee you ain't gonna see nothing but black folk and Spanish folk there. You ain't gonna see no white people there. They not getting no truck out or off of no auction.
Mm-mm.
At an auction, you buy the truck as is. You buy it as is. And then what kills me is they get these trucks that are terrible, and then they want you to run 800-900 miles on a trip with them. Like, man, I can't. This truck ain't gonna hold up for no 800 miles, and it doesn't hold up. It doesn't. Hold on, I'll be right back. I'm sorry. I'll be right back.
Yeah, and considering how bad some of the roads are in certain states, I know my state is bad about their roads. Some areas are better than others. They usually try to keep the interstates and the highways up, but hey, sometimes them interstates and highways roll into town. um, yeah, yeah. That's the thing. Okay, like Um, barber shops. Okay, okay. I remember talking to hearing my barber. Okay, they thought he was weird because not only did he get his barber license and stuff like that, know the newest barber trend, he went to back to school to get his bachelor or something in business because his plan all along was not just to be a barber, but to have his own business. And he knew he needed to have some know some business. I guess he's seen too many barbers who yeah, they know how to cut hair and they know that little bit that they learned from the barber school and stuff like that. Are hairdressers. Think about it, hairdressers too. A little bit
Yes.
of business they learn in the hairdressing and the barbershop schools, but they need more than that.
Yeah. So we just chilling with y'all now.
Mm-hmm.
Me and the Dame. You know, this is my people's y'all. I love this woman to death. She is my people's man, but she's a little tired, so
Mm-hmm.
I'm not gonna keep her on too much longer.
Mm-hmm.
But we did want to hang out with y'all. You know what I'm saying? But don't get it twisted. This is my partner in crime. We building the Ebony Star Network together. And when we get it popping the way we want it,
Mm-hmm.
you know,
Mm-hmm.
we plan to listen. We got some great ideas, but we need more support. We need more support. We need more people. We got great ideas and plans for Ladies Night. We want to start getting some of y'all to making money. You know what I'm saying? We all want to make money. Like we want to set something up to where everybody in here is making money. We want to get y'all involved. We got big plans. We got things that we want to do, but we just need more people. We need more people to grow. So, like, subscribe, and share because we definitely got big plans, y'all. For what we want to do, I guarantee you, there's a lot of stuff that we want to do. Ain't nobody doing.
Mm-hmm.
We got some really, really, really great ideas, but we're not going to talk about them right now until we get more people so we can implement them. And remember, ladies, we're looking to expand the roster of Ladies Night. Okay. And so, y'all can get in touch with Dane. All right. Because we're looking to expand it because, Ladies Night is much hotter when there's more, when there's a group of women up there. Okay. So we're looking to bring ladies, we're looking to restore Ladies Night back to its original self. We had at least 4 to 5 ladies up there every Saturday night. So we're looking to expand the roster. So if you're interested, just holler at Dane. Let her know. Ladies Night does return this weekend. All right. It was off last weekend because we had some other things we were doing, but it will return this weekend. It has not gone anywhere. Okay. It will make its first 21 broadcast this weekend. All right. And so we will be having some fun with that. We're gonna we got a couple of things we're gonna talk about on Ladies Night coming. I might be there, I might not. It depends on how it goes and what topic that we hit. I got a series coming up. I don't want to say what it is yet But I got a pretty interesting series coming up. We're definitely going to get back to in 2021, back to a couple of series that we started. We started the What I Love About Black Women series. We're going to get back to that. Gent culture is going to be heavy in 2021. So we got plans, you know. We still got the Black Tank on hiatus. We're looking to get hopefully M Tech launched sometime this year.
Hmm.
Okay.
Yeah.
You know, it's taking me some time to find the right people to launch M Tech. You know what I'm saying? But hopefully we'll have M Tech off the ground sometime this year. That's still a project that we're working on. And
Hmm.
the Black Tank is on hiatus until further notice. We got a foreign show that we're working on called Team Black Star with our African ladies. And we're looking for another foreign sister to join them. Um, we may add another female show other than Ladies Night. Okay. Um, when we do that, we'll reveal that probably on Ladies Night to let you know what that's going to be. It's going to be a different kind of. It'll be another female-driven show, but it's going to be a lot different from Ladies Night. It's going to be a lot different. We got some surprises on this show.
Hmm.
You know, we got Three's a Crowd coming up. You know, that's another show I'm going to be unleashing this year. Three's a Crowd with two ladies and a guy. Okay, so we got things that we want to do, but we need support. We need more people to get involved to help us build this giant network. You know,
Hmm. Uh-huh.
so we definitely y'all, Ladies Night has not gone anywhere. I know some people want to see Ladies Night gone completely because they hate it. They don't like the fact that women have something for themselves, and I think that's sad and that's pathetic. But unfortunately, that's where we are. On social media, we got some pathetic people that don't want to see black women have anything good or have anything to themselves.
Hmm.
They just don't. And the sad part about it is, majority of them are dudes. That's what's crazy about that. You got dudes that don't want to see women have nothing. Yeah, damn, I must be, some kind of dinosaur, right? Like,
Hmm.
man, what is it with these guys?
No, you're not the only one been saying that. It's been quite a bit of the guys. They either term it these guys are soft, they're not real. They uh,
Man, look, the anti-black woman rhetoric is BS, brothers. Stop it. Cut it out. And a lot of y'all right now talking all this craziness. If a black woman would give you the time of day, you'd be out of here. I've seen how some of these dudes act when a beautiful woman pulls up on them. Believe it or not, some of these guys are scared with them. Okay, but I'm not going to get into that no more. I'm going to leave them guys back in 2020. We're moving forward in 2021 with some new ideas. We got some new innovative shows coming up. I don't want to reveal them all yet.
yeah.
But as we build this network, we want this network to eventually run 24 hours with shows coming on like every hour or every 2 hours. Like once one finishes, the other one starts. It's just a constant variety of different shows. They all have different personalities and different takes and different styles. So you're never bored. And then we want to rotate shows out. We don't want to show the same shows all the time. Either we want to rotate some shows out,
Uh,
you know. So we got a lot of building to do. We got a lot of building to do, and definitely we're gonna start bringing some visuals, some camera stuff, and we're gonna start getting people on camera. And we're gonna start getting visuals here and there. We're gonna start doing Team Black Star. I believe is going to be they're gonna be all on cam. So look out for Team Black Star coming soon. African ladies from Ghana all gonna be on cam. So what do you guys think about the children? Did they come in here tonight?
no.
I still don't know how they got in here.
They
We got
they
a filter on.
Yeah, but they when they did their profile for YouTube, they put that they were born in '89.
Oh, so they lied. Okay, all right.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so yeah.
Yeah.
I'm like, what are they doing in here?
Yeah.
I don't want to block them, but they're too young to be in here, man. Like, I mean, I'm flattered that they like the show and all, but they're too young to be in here. This is a grown folks channel. I don't want to be mean to them. I'm gonna let you ladies handle that. That's a ladies' issue. I stay out of ladies' issues, Dame is the highest ranking lady in E Nation. I'll let her deal with that with the rest of you ladies in the chat. See how y'all want to deal with that, Yeah, I'll let y'all take care of that because I don't want to block them because, I feel, like I said, I'm flattered that they showed up and liked the show, but they're too young. You know,
Yeah.
feel like
And
feel like I'm babysitting. I do, man. 15, these are children to me. I'm 53. Yeah, those are children to me.
Uh-huh.
Those, those are children.
Yeah, I think they were also attracting like-minded because on our earlier show, someone came in saying something crazy. Um, Melanie got to him before I did. So
Yeah, I mean, I don't want. Yeah, I mean, I don't want people to think that this is some kind. Nah, we don't. I mean, I understand. I mean, don't they know what kind of channel this is?
I think they
Did
clicking
anybody tell them
on
what kind of?
anything.
Huh?
They were clicking on anything that the YouTube recommended to them. I think they might have started off listening to music and
I mean, they sound like good kids, but again, they young, man. I can't. Nah, man, y'all can't do it like that, man. You're too young. I'm like, why didn't somebody card them on the way in? Like, like, come on, really? Like, do y'all even have an ID? Like, come on.
yeah. Okay. No, they were mixed Asian kids at that. One of them was half black,
Well, I mean,
half.
I can appreciate. Well, yeah, I can appreciate that. I mean, they're mixed kids, and they don't really have um a stance on one side or the other because they were born that way. I mean, that's not what my problem is. I don't mind them being mixed. I just, yeah, I'm concerned with their age and what kind of channel this is. This is an adult channel. This is a pro-black channel. It's pro-black women and pro-black people. And then it's for adults. It's not for kids.
Mm-hmm. And I think
sometimes we get to acting out of here, cussing and clowning and stuff. That's not appropriate for people their age.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, we kind of agree as long as they didn't. Well, one of them said they weren't lesbians, they were pansexual, and that it didn't
Yeah, see,
mean.
that's another. Yeah, see, that's another thing I got a problem with. We don't promote none of that in here. Yeah, Kendall,
Hmm.
mm.
Hmm. Yeah, well, they had agreed that they weren't going to bring it up. So, you know,
Yeah, I agree with Auntie. I'm feeling Auntie on that. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, cause and then what Melanie and Misfit said too. They could be spies too. You know, they could be spies. Like I said, I'm gonna leave it up to the ladies to deal with it. Y'all got the wrenches. They don't. So I'm gonna leave that decision up to y'all. Whatever y'all come up with, I'm fine with. You know, because I don't. In my opinion, I don't think they should be in here. It's not that I don't like them. I hate them. Whatever. They're just too damn young. They need to stop lying on their profiles.
well, uh, I think they might not be coming back. We'll see by the time ladies' night come around. Uh, but
Yeah,
there was a bunch
Misfit, and we
of thumbs
don't.
downs after they left. So,
Yeah, yeah, Misfit, and we don't promote none of that stuff in here. Y'all know me. I don't promote none of that crap in here.
uh,
It's like I said. I don't care about none of them. We only recognize the natural union between the man and the woman, and that's it. It ain't going down. I don't want to hear nothing about anything else. As far as I'm concerned, ain't nothing else. I don't recognize any other. I don't recognize any other union. Not no human one. That's it. And the only two sexes I know of is male and female. That's it. The only two sexes in the known world. Ain't no other sex. Ain't into no pansexual, no transsexual, no none of this stuff that they keep coming up with.
no, they're just trying to be shocking. They're doing an extreme form of bisexual.
And I feel for them because something is wrong with a lot of them. And people don't want to say, I think it was in the DM. What is that book called? The DM5? No, the damn. It's the book the psychologists read. That little blue book, that DM something.
Mm.
Um, I heard
Something
Dr.
disorder.
I heard Dr. Umar Johnson mention it. Also heard Cynthia G mention it too. The DSM or something like that, or whatever, to where it used to be listed as a mental illness. You know,
Mhm.
yeah, it used to be listed as a mental. Yeah, the DSM. Yeah, there you go, Melanie. Yeah, it used to be listed as a mental illness. And you know what? And you know what bothers me that they're so young and their minds have already been tainted with that garbage. That's
Mhm.
that makes me angry. Somebody's already screwed with their minds. So now they're 15 and whatever, and they're screwed up.
Mhm.
And they don't believe that they're screwed up. That's the sad part.
I don't know. Something they said makes me think one of them, at least one of them, might have been molested.
Yeah, they said they were pansexuals and all that stuff, Kendall. And I'm like, yo, I'm not, man, come on, man. Y'all can't, not in here. I mean, I respect everybody right to be whoever they want, but we don't do that here. We don't promote. If you coming in here, you're gonna have to play heterosexual. All right. I mean, cause we don't roll like that in here. You know,
Yeah, you come
this
in
is this is
here,
a
you're gonna have to go in the closet.
yeah, this is a purely heterosexual channel. We promote black love between black men and black women. Positive relations between black men and black women. That's what we're about here. We're trying to bring the love back, man. We're trying to get our brothers engaged with our beautiful sisters, and our beautiful sisters engaged with our cool brothers. We're trying to bring that love back. We're trying to take it back to old school when black men and black women were in love with each other, when they cared about each other. Oh yeah, and I forgot about our other show that we're going to be launching sometime this year called Night Dreams. It's pretty much a souped up version of I don't know if some of y'all can remember when me and Dame used to do After Dark with Max,
Quiet Drive.
and then we turned it into the Quiet Drive. Okay, basically it's After Dark with Max, the Quiet Drive, and then we with a little extra. Okay, and now it done graduated into Night Dreams. Okay, and naturally, me and Dame gonna kick it off. Y'all never heard me and Dame. Some of y'all never heard me and Dame go into a love mode where we talk about love and relationships. Some of y'all had. I know Hassan had. You know what I'm saying? I don't know if Kendall has ever heard me and Dame do that kind of show. If y'all want to know what Night Dreams is going to be similar like, you can go look on my channel and look for the Quiet Drive. It's going to be something similar to that, but it's going to be a little different. You know, that's when I put on my heavy, deep voice and get all, romantic. And me and Dane, we talk about black love and relationships. One time we talked about courting, right, Dane? We did courting. We did, and then we got into that one series. We did the ugly side of love.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, man. We did. She said, "Drop my channel." What do you mean? What's she talking about there?
Oh, they're talking about. You said for them to look for the Quiet Drive, so she's saying drop the channel link.
Oh yeah. Can you? Yeah.
I'm gonna go.
Yeah, I know Hassan. You've been there. I know Hassan knows what the Quiet Drive was. Hassan was there a couple of times. Hassan is like one of our biggest supporters. That's why he gonna be. That's why he's a candidate for us when we when we create that super mod I was telling y'all about. That mod is gonna have the power to take people wrenches and shit. Yes, yeah. Hassan is definitely a candidate. Hassan and Auntie definitely candidates for the new mod class we're gonna create.
There you go.
Yeah. So and so what we did with the Quiet Drive, we talked about black love and we promoted black love between black men and black women. We talked about a lot of positive things. We did scenarios. We did courting and how it's important to court the woman. Well, Kia, who knows? You might find somebody in here. You know what I'm saying? This is a Black Love channel, and we want to attract decent brothers. This is why I talk the way I do, because I want brothers to come in here with a certain mentality. We don't want no punk-ass Negroes coming in here on some sissy bitch shit. You know what I'm saying? We want brothers that got their heads screwed on straight, like Hassan Burton, Kendall, Emmanuel Briggs. You know what I'm saying? Brothers who love black women. And you never know. Some of them might be single. You know what I'm saying? We got a surprise for y'all for about that too. I'm working on something. I don't want to let it out, but trust me, y'all gonna like it, and we're gonna be revealing on Ladies' Night. I know the ladies are gonna like it for sure. But but yeah, and so you want to hear something or what the Night Dreams is going to be something like, it's not going to be exactly like the Quiet Drive. It's an upgrade from the Quiet Drive. Okay, and most likely it's going to start out with me and Dane, but it's not going to stay with me and Dane. We're probably going to do the first couple of shows. We're looking to put two different people into the Quiet Drive. So me and Dane may start it off, but it may not stay with us. We may end up passing it off to two more people. Because we're looking for two special kind of people to do the Night Dreams. They're going to be on cam too. So, you know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So me and Dane, we may start off the Quiet Drive, but we may not stay with it. We may pass it off to two other people. Most likely that's what we're going to do. We're going to pass it off to two other people while we focus on other stuff. Because Dame is my right hand peoples. She's helping me build behind the scenes. So we're working hard on different things. You know what I mean? And now, Kia, and so as more people come in and more like-minded brothers come in, Kia, you never know. You might end up like somebody might strike up a conversation. Because because here's the thing. When we do the Night Dreams, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, Night Dreams is going to be that kind of show. It's going to be about romance. It's going to be about relationships. So if somebody is single, well, not saying we run a dating service, right? But if somebody wants to have conversations, that would be the show to do it on. That would be the chat to do it in, because that's what the show was all about. It's about encouraging that connection, that positive connection between black men and black women. Okay, see, Hassan, you got to volunteer, see? Right, and then, another thing, when we have people on the quiet, when we have people, one thing we're going to do different on Night Dreams that we didn't do on a Quiet Drive is that when we have people up there who are single, right, we're going to let them take questions from people who may have challenging questions. Are you single now? Are you looking for somebody? Because that's basically what I'm not saying. It's not a dating show, but it has dating elements. It's going to have dating elements. Okay? Dating is not going to be frowned upon. Put it like that.
Okay.
We're not dating coaches. We don't. We're not dating coaches. We don't play none on TV. Okay? We're not trying to be something we're not. We're just two black people who love black people, who wish to restore the love between black men and black women. Because we feel that the love and the compassion is not there for black men and black women anymore. Okay? And we want to try to do something about it. We want to try to fix it. We want to try to restore some of it. Somebody got to start it. Somebody got to do something. You understand what I'm saying? We can't continue to let things sour between black men and black women.
Yeah.
And when we did the Quiet Drive, it was pretty good, man. We were starting to build up a crowd, but we had to put it on hiatus because we had that's when we got attacked, and we had some really bad stuff happen to us. We had some people sabotage us, stab us in the back, and they really tried to roll us up out of here, y'all. We had it, we was pretty much in a fight for our lives. You know what I'm saying? Our YouTube lives, not our real lives, but they try to smoke us. You know what I mean? And so we had to put the Quiet Drive on hiatus. And when the smoke cleared and Ladies Night took a beating, because their aim was to tear down Ladies Night, because Ladies Night was hot. Hassan know what I'm talking about. Hassan was here when Ladies Night was hot as hell. And, that was their aim, to tear it down. So Ladies Night took a beating, and when the smoke settled, Ladies Night was still on life support,
Mm-hmm.
and then we had to stop the quiet drive because we had to devote our efforts back to Ladies Night to try to restore Ladies Night.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, and we had some people that came through for us at first, and they just turned their back on us. I mean, we went through some. I tell y'all one thing, man. YouTube has really woke me up to how cold blooded some people can be. I mean, there's people on here, man, that will stab you in the face, the back, the heart, and then they will come back and come on your live stream like nothing happened.
Mm-hmm.
Word, they show up in your chat, start
Mm-hmm.
twerking and shit. Like ain't
Mm-hmm.
nothing went down, like they ain't did nothing. I mean, it's some yo, we I had to learn quickly. I was like, man, what kind of people are these, man? Me being from the '70s, I was like, man, what kind of people are these? You know, but that's the way, that's the way it was, and my peeps Dame stuck with me through thick and thin. I mean, we weathered the storm, right, Dame?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And you know what? And some of our hardcore supporters weathered the storm right on with us, man. Hassan Burton, Auntie, they never left our side. They still support us to the day, man. Um, we got Kia.
Manuel Briggs. Now there's Kendall. Of course,
Briggs.
Ozzy.
Oh, Bell is in here. Bell Moore's in here.
Oh,
I see
okay.
Bell.
Okay. Belle, yeah. Belle was with us. She was one of
Yup,
the ones that
Bell.
would come up every now and then for ladies
Yup.
night.
Bell is still here. That's our people. That's our strong peoples.
Mm-hmm.
She comes in when she gets a chance. She also, looks out for us. She's like one of our guardians.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? So we got mad love for Belle Mort, 76. You know, we love her to death over here. And she lives in here whenever she can.
Mm-hmm.
Like I said, she doubles like she's like our guardian too. She looks out for us. You know what I'm saying? And so we love her definitely over here at the Ebony Star Network. And we got some candidates for our supermod coming up. Yeah, Lucy. Lucy right now doing her thing in Africa, man. She getting her farm together. We got to put a link to My Black Yard because that's Lucy.
Uh-huh.
And let y'all check her out because she's doing her thing. She get it together over there in Africa. That's why she ain't been around because she's been really working on her land over there. She really been getting her land together. She trying to get her thing together over there. So she'll be around when she can. Right now she got a lot on her plate. She be doing her I think she got chickens too, right, Dane?
Yeah.
She got the chickens right now, and she trying to get the egg thing going. So Lucy hard at work over there in Africa doing her thing. Yeah, gorgeous gangster.
Uh-huh.
Nah, Kia, me and the Gray Regime, we don't rock like that no more. They went their separate ways. We went ours. We don't rock with them no more. They don't rock with us. They leave us alone. We leave them alone. They don't say nothing about us. We don't say nothing about them. So we went our separate ways. Me and the Gray Regime, we ain't tight like that no more. Some unfortunate things went down. Which didn't happen like that, but it did. But like I said, they went their way, we went ours. Yeah, it was Kendall, but it is what it is, man. You know what I mean? Ain't no hard feelings on my end. I don't know how they feel, but I ain't got no hard feelings, bro. Life is too short, man, to be going through life um harboring bad feelings for cats, man. That's negative energy, man. I don't need that in my life. So I ain't got no bad. Even the people that sabotaged us and stabbed us in the back, I ain't got no ill will towards them either. Know what I mean? I'm too old for that, man. Me neither, Kia. But it happened like that. It was something unfortunate that went down, and it is what it is. I don't want to talk about it because I don't want word get back to them that we talked about it and we not. And you know what I'm saying? But it was unfortunate, you know, and but nonetheless it happened, and can't take it back. So it is what it is. You know what I'm saying? But like I said, I don't harbor no ill feelings. Yeah. But anyway, all right, y'all, we getting ready to get out of here. Dame's yawns are getting violent, so we go. Hey,
Sorry
all
about that.
right, that's okay. That's my people's
I can
man. I
mute up
guess.
if y'all want to continue talking.
Huh?
I said I could just mute up so my yarns don't
No,
get.
no, 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 no. We gonna call it tonight. It's 12. I gotta get up in the morning. You know what I'm saying?
It's
So we gonna
12.
cut it. Yeah,
Oh,
it's 12.
okay.
It's 12 where I'm at. 12 a.m. in the morning.
Okay.
So we gonna call it tonight.
Uh-huh. All right. Sorry, melanated. We won't be able to stick with you for the 19 hours.
19 hours? What are you talking about?
The
Who's doing
melanated.
19 hours?
Melanated.
Melanated doing 19 hours?
Yeah.
Wow, that's old school, man. She built man, that's old school black woman. That's get it melanated. That's what I'm talking about.
Double
My
shift.
mom, my moms used to get down like that back in the day when they had the factories like Rubbermaid, and they would do them 12 on and 12 off, and then they do them quick 8 hours, like 12, 13, only 15, like them 8 hour, like them 18-hour shifts, the more weird shifts they used to have at Rubbermaid back in the day.
Mm.
Yeah, man, they was doing stuff like that. That's
Yeah.
old school.
Yeah. I think it sounded more like she was doing a double shift. But hey,
Yeah, she
I
doing
mean,
it.
too bad she wasn't doing it during the holiday. She would get double time and a half and holiday time, holiday
Man,
pay.
we can't. Yo, I think the longest show we ever did, right, was 8 hours. Then,
Nah, 10.
yeah, we did a 10-hour show one time, Melanated Misfit, and it was off the hook the whole 10 hours. It's still on it. It's still on the channel. Like y'all need to go back and see and listen to some of our early stuff where we was like absolutely out of our minds, yo.
Mm-hmm.
We kind of tamed right now. You know what I'm saying? We done calmed down a lot. You know what I mean? If y'all go back and look at some of the early stuff, we were wild, man. We were wild. We were wild.
I
It was,
think
I
that was
remember when we first,
also. I
uh,
think it was also during the time that we had like 10 ladies hopping in and out at different
yeah,
times and
yeah,
points.
yeah. I mean, ladies' night had like 10 women on, and then it was a fight, yo. Like when yo, it was a fight almost every night.
Yeah, with the trolls and the saboteurs and
I
the
mean, that's when
good
we were
people.
streaming. We were streaming damn near nonstop, right? Damn, all week. We were
Yeah,
streaming damn near all week nonstop. It was yo, it was like a fight, like every show. I mean, we had wild people. We had my peoples. I know a lot of people don't like it, but that's still my peoples, man. Shout out to my peoples. I know a lot of people don't agree with me. They don't like it for some reason, but I do. Shout out to my peoples. Um, Trinity Superpowers. That's my peoples.
mhm.
You know what I'm saying? But man, back
I
in,
think that was
but but back when we, yo, Trinity was on there. It was a fight, yo. We were fighting. There was a fight every night, y'all. There was a
mostly
fight every
trolls.
night. Yeah, but then we had RBR was on there acting out. I mean, it was crazy. Yo, we was tripping.
And I was going in there. I still refuse to call him my name. I ghost him. He's ghost. And
The
I'm in
Perfect Black. Wait a minute. We did a show called The Perfect Black. Dang, what show was that?
Perfect Black. Wait a minute. What's Perfect Black?
I remember that.
You and Dane did that live about the Perfect Black one. Oh, that's the one where we was doing the extreme of what we think the perfect black man, the perfect black
Oh
woman.
yeah. But that was pretty wild. Yeah, good.
I think that was our quiet drive.
Yeah, good one, Kia. I remember that now. Yeah, that was pretty live. And yeah, Auntie, Ladies' Night was like going for like 7, 8 hours, right? That's when what's the name did one for 10 hours. Verbal Assassin.
Hmm.
I mean, I think that 10 hour one was absolutely crazy. It was fight after fight. I mean, we couldn't stay out of fights on that one, man. I think the whole 10 hours, all we did was fight. I mean, it was wild. I mean, I mean, it
Not
was a
much
fight.
moments of peace,
Huh?
but most of the time we was fighting with trolls. People we thought was okay, and then they
Yeah,
trolling
I
out.
mean, we had Manosphere coming up, getting at us. We were fighting everybody, man. One time we got invaded by MGTOW. I fucked around and put MGTOW in the title. Them motherfuckers rolled down on us like raindrops, yo. I was like, where the hell these motherfuckers coming from?
Yeah, until Lucy came in and was
That
ready to smoke
shit.
them.
Yup, and Samulian and Andre came in, man, and they started getting them up out of it. I learned a valuable lesson that day, man, not to put them in my title. I put MGTOW in the title, and them cats came up in here like absolute, I mean, banditos. Yeah, we did. Kendall, was you back there? I don't remember seeing you.
He's probably in the clouds observing.
Oh, okay, because I don't remember seeing you. I remember, what was the 10 hour one day?
Shoot, see,
Do you
I don't
remember?
even remember. I
Oh,
was
yeah,
wondering.
you know what? The Melanated, that's the one that got Cluster on it. Cluster B is on that one.
Oh, okay.
I mean, Dog and RBR.
What were we? I think that was the one I missed.
Yeah,
Well,
that's
was
the one.
you
He's
there?
Dog and RBR. Yeah. Oh, man, he's laying RBR out, yo.
Yeah, I had to hear about it later. I said the one time I'm not there or I couldn't make it or I fell asleep on it, something like that. Shoot, so I
I
gotta
mean, we
just.
had, we had some great support back then. And we had a lot of fun. It was real cool, man. We had a lot of fun. Doing the shows. And then Dane said, oh, wait a minute. Dane said she need a See, I was tired. Now Kia done woke me up. Now I'm ready to talk. She said, "Dane needs a black man to do what? What did she say, Dane? I can't see it my own. Hold on, let me turn this
Man
thing off.
said that you would have a dark skinned black woman 3 times out of the week, a brown skinned black woman 3 times out of the week, and a light skinned black woman once a week. The name says
Wow.
she's a black man that can read her mind. Oh, that's about the perfect man and the perfect woman. That's a show with the perfect man, perfect woman. You wanted
Wow,
your
I said,
you
wow, wait a
wanted
minute. I said that, Kia?
yeah, your woman can morph into every woman, every type of woman. That's why you had the 3 times a week she'd be dark skinned, 3 times a week she'd be brown skinned, and, 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 uh, and a light skinned black one once a week. You got to remember, your uh fantasy woman can morph into any woman.
Oh yeah, man. Cynthia G, that's my people's kid. I love Cynthia, man. That's a powerful black woman, man. She beautiful too. So I was rolling with Cynthia. I was watching Cynthia stuff when she was calling white folks evil albinoids. Wow, I don't. Yeah, Kia. Wow, Kia got a good memory, man. Kia making me feel all nostalgic and shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm like, wow, man. I want to go back and listen to that now. Like, man, I said that. Like, yeah, Auntie. Yeah, Auntie been around. Uh, I know me and Dave, we got good chemistry together. You know what I'm saying? That's why I think y'all gonna really like Night Dreams once we get it set up, because it's gonna be a little bit different. It's gonna be like an upgrade from yeah, it's gonna be an upgrade from Night Dreams. I think y'all really gonna like it once I get with Damon. We start, talking about the concept of Night Dreams before we launch it. It'll be we're not launching it now. It'll be sometime later on in the year, but we will be launching Night Dreams this year. And it's spelled with a K. Night Dreams is spelled with a K, not an N.
Okay, one of 10 hour lives was leaving things in 2019. We had a 9 hour one that was Ladies Night Tonight. They talk about sex. And let's see. Another 9 hour, over 9 hour one, the Earth to Nation conflict
Oh
resolution.
my God, Rukia Black Blazer was tripping, wasn't she? She had the nerve to say that she blamed black men in America for what's happened to the Jamaican dudes.
Oh yeah, that tripped me out.
I was like, what are you talking about? How you blame it? She mad at black dudes in America because the Jamaican dudes are acting like black dudes in America. I mean, I like Rukia, don't get me wrong, but oh my God, man. Don't get her started. You get her started, you may as well go on out the room, man. I mean, that's it. Ain't no stopping her, man. Now you do have people that know how to quiet people like that down. I've seen people shut people like that down in their tracks. Like some people, when they get to talking, they look like they can't stop. I've seen people actually shut people like that down, like you know, like in a couple of words, and all of a sudden you don't hear nothing.
Mm-hmm.
I see that happen to RBR. I seen RBR get shut down like that. You know, every now and then somebody comes along and they got your ticket. You know, I mean, one thing I don't plan to be, I don't boast to be the best at anything. I don't boast. I don't say I'm the smartest. I don't say I'm the best. I'm just Max, man. I come on here, and I'm just me, and people like it. Hell, I can do that. I love being me. Yeah, Rookie and Verbal Assassin, man. Yo, when I lost Verbal, shout out to Verbal Assassin, man. That hurt, man. I was hurt behind that. You know, that hurt. That still hurt, man. I still miss Verbal. Yeah, I know. Ain't that some wild shit, though? How the hell you gonna sit up here? You live in Jamaica. I mean, we ain't got nothing to do with. I mean, they make their own decisions. Yeah, Verbal. But as a matter of fact, Verbal was the one who we created Ladies Night for.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Ladies Night came about because of Verbal Assassin. Oh man, it was pretty bad. We had a pretty bad night here. Um, we had a pretty bad night. Maybe if you see a lot of stuff we talk about at Discord, we won't talk about on the show. So y'all become members of our Discord and come in and voice with me and Damon's in there. We'll talk. We'll share a lot of stuff with you. Behind the scenes in the back chats. But there's some things we're not going to talk about on the stream. You know what I'm saying? You know, that's why we've been throwing our Discord link out so y'all can come in and kick it with us and voice. But some of y'all, for some reason, act like you can't get your mic working. I don't understand. Like, yeah. But yeah, Kia, become a member of our Discord and come on in the back chat with us and, we'll talk about a few things. We got some stuff. There's a lot of stuff that went on that y'all don't know about. Okay. Um, no, I'm still trying to get over the Indian dudes acting like Michael Jackson. I can't get over that. I'm tripping on that. You ever see them Indian dudes? Hey, dang, get Kia the Discord link. Yeah, man, they got these dudes. Man, I'm trying to figure that out. Like, man, why are we being appropriated everywhere? Everybody's stealing our culture. Well, black folks will tell you that black people don't have no culture. If that's the case, then what is everybody stealing then? When I said, man, watch these, what they did was 7 Indian dudes all doing Michael Jackson dances, and I'm like, wow, like, oh, crew, he's still around. He probably drunk. That's my brother. He's still around. And then send Kia the link for Discord.
Okay, I'm doing it.
She doing it right now, Kia. Yeah, crew, he's still around.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm tired of it. You know what, man? That's why I got a big problem with China Mac. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I can't, this dude, man. What? That's what's up. That's what's up, my nigga Kendall. That's what I'm talking about, brother. That's what I'm talking about. Yeah, Cruz shows up every now and then. Yeah, but so like I'm saying, right? And you know what, Kendall? That's what got me a lot of enemies, man. Making this kind of channel, I made a lot of enemies. Made a lot of enemies, man. You know, y'all should have been in here when I told these dudes, man, in here that you couldn't call black women the B word. Oh, wow. They went crazy up in here.
Yeah. And these were supposedly some dudes, I thought was pretty cool. You
Yeah,
know,
I thought they was
chit
my
chat with them.
boys. I mean, we was all up in here. It was crowded up in here. We had a lot of people up in here, a lot of brothers up in here, and all this stuff was going on. Arguing with her. Like, hold on, wait a minute. You're not gonna be arguing with verbal and picking fights in here. And that's when I declared, look, you don't call black women bees in here. And these Negroes had a fit, yo. I had to end up blocking the few, throwing them up out of here. I mean, they just went berserk up in this month.
Yeah. Or they try to blame Verb. She started it. And Max is like,
Man,
I don't care what she
brothers,
said.
y'all gotta be stronger than that, man. You gotta understand the nature of women. Women are emotional, they're argumentative. You gotta understand that, man. You gotta be stronger than that. You can't fall into their emotional traps. You can't win there. You can't beat them at the emotion game. A lot of these brothers are trying to defeat women at emotions, and there ain't no defeating women at emotions, bro. Ain't no doing that. You're not gonna win that game with. I don't know why they keep trying to match up against women in the emotion department. You're just gonna lose. You can't hang with them in the emotion department. That's what I said. You got to be strong in that. You got to keep your cool, man. You can't get into these verbal confrontations with them, get all emotional. They're gonna win that. And then you're gonna be feeling some kind of way. Your feelings are gonna be hurt. You're gonna feel humiliated because you ain't had no business engaging them in a game that you can't win. Dr. Boyce Walker, I don't know if anybody remember when he had that school. Anybody remember that? And he was signing black people up left and right. And then this Asian dude came out and exposed them.
I think I came in after the exposure.
Yeah, man. Some of them dudes, yeah, man, they pissed off a lot of women, Kia. You know what I'm saying? Um, yeah, do anybody remember, Boyce Watkins with that school and that Asian dude came and exposed them? My thing is, I don't know how you showing your face after that, man. Like, I mean, it is what it is, man. Black people have to stop supporting people like this. But, I mean, I don't know how you see. I don't fall for none of the stuff these people are selling. So I'm still trying to figure out how somebody get $2,500 out of you for credit repair, and then all they do is tell you that they from the Dagger Squad. I can't get over that.
Mm.
You got Garfield over there in the conscious community talking about he doing credit repair, and he's from the Dagger Squad, not a reputable business. Hey, I'm Garfield. I do credit repair. I'm from the Dagger Squad. Somebody shows up and tells you that they want to do credit repair on you, and they're from the Dagger Squad.
Sounds like a
Yeah, I don't know how you. I don't know how you. How do you fall for that? Like, I don't. I mean, I'm the only one that's tripping on that. Like, the Dagger Squad. I mean, you a credit repair person. You don't have a reputable business. You don't have a name You can drive. You don't have a business we know about that does this. You're from the Dagger Squad.
Mm.
Well, yeah. Well, they take advantage of a black woman's desire and passion and want to. Black women have some of the strongest desire among us, and some of the and so much determination. You know, and it's unfortunate that you got pieces of shit that want to exploit that rather than help harness that for the greater good of all of us. Black women are very, very strong-willed and very, very determined. And we got pieces of shit exploiting that. It's not that y'all easy to fuck over.
Mm-hmm.
You just got, these people are just pieces of shit that don't care about no one and just want to take and exploit people. Black women are that's one of the things I love about black women. They're very determined.
Mm-hmm.
You can get a lot of good out of that. And a lot of times that rub off on the children. It lifts up the determination in the children because the mother has such strong determination and will, and that translates into the children. And now the children are strong-willed and determined. I hate it when people are taking advantage of black women and they think that that's a badge of honor. To me, that's some coward shit. You out here taking advantage of women, you're a coward.
Mm-hmm.
I don't respect you.
Unfortunately, there's a bunch of them like that.
Hey, I don't respect you. You're a coward. You're no different than as far as I'm concerned, you ain't no different than the KKK.
Mm-hmm.
Who try to pick soft targets like old people, because they're too cowardly.
Yeah.
All right, y'all. We getting ready to get on out of here.
Yeah. Oh. Yeah.
Dan, cue up the music.
Mm-hmm.
All right, everybody. Thank y'all for coming out,
Peace,
hanging out with us.
unity.
Peace, power, and unity. Next time we will see y'all, it will be on Ladies' Night.
Mm-hmm.
Okay?
All right.
All right, Dan. Get us out of here. Peace, power, unity, y'all.
Yeah, son. There's mad kids out there getting cream for the 9-5, bro. Yeah, and I've been doing this for a long time. Shoot the game going for fire. And this is the year when mad cats get peeled. So I'ma spark this line, kick the real. With all this chaos in the realms of the street, your local street dog got to make ends meet. The average Joe's far too slow for the skeleton pro. You better know, when I hit the streets, I like to glow, I like to glisten. And at the same time, stay low, listen, motherfucker, the thing. I'm pursuing the dope. My stilo is symbolic to a kilo. Cash poppin'. Copies cooking, beats copping. Ain't that some shit? A player that used to live in rich, now a sticky kid. Caught up in a ditch. In 94, Giuliani kicked down the door. In 95, niggas flipped to stay alive. Peeling caps while I laugh. In the stats, the phone in the app. Remy in the glass, mark the boom, then I blast. They wanna confine me, sneak up from behind me. Bust a cap in my back and put me where they can't find me. They hate to see a young player pay. I don't wanna see that song. They rather see him spray. But I'm like Diddy, a Terminator, squeeze the lead off. Using verbs and nouns like rounds to blow your head off. Hitting up spots, heating up blocks. Investing in stocks like Colombian blow crops. I'm out to get cream and ain't no doubt in my mind. Fuck this broke shit I'm hit, I get down for mine. I get down for I think you wanna be a play. Alright, some place shit back here. This play game, a little nigga go back. With this a deep old name, as I spray the name. If I'm predicted in my fans, the AK, you in days. Overdose of pure funk, I'm fucking off like Tommy Yen. McCall is a boy smoke, decapitated rappers in my trunk. I'm sick, pumping skunk, bouncing with my click, popping mega jump. I'm getting back while these clowns be zigzagging. What you talk about putting keys? Come on, you're nickel blagging. I'm blasting off wings and making doubters believe it. You see, I was packing heaters when chokers was banging cheerleaders. Ain't nothing changed, still the same in the rap game. I'm known for banging rookies out the frame. Y'all done forgot who was the pimp from the start. Sipping vintage wine, eating a la carte. I'm phenomenal from the abdominal. Far comedy lyrics are sticking the brains like barnacles. Never sleep. I'm bringing the drama to the street with techniques and rolling in bleach. Ain't nothing sweet about the street, so I'm poetically ill. I'm pure like corrupt and lyrics down like fish scale. I got the banger at your foot and you ain't showing no signs. Cake death, let them know I get down for mine. I get down for mine.